freedom to grow up in a safe and caring environment, to be protected from the ravages of hunger and disease, to enjoy the innocence and freedom of childhood, and to reach their full potential should be the birthright of every child. But all too often, this is not the case in the rural areas of Africa where poverty, HIV and AIDS, child-headed households, abuse, abandonment, early pregnancies, child labor and malnutrition are part of the reality of everyday life. Providing a lifeline to these vulnerable children is a strategy developed by MIET Africa and its partners that transforms schools into centers of care and support. Adopted by the education ministries of 3 SADC member states, South Africa, Swaziland and Zambia, and supported by the Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation and UNICEF, it is a program that, although in its infancy, is already showing remarkable signs of alleviating those hardships that create barriers to learning in children of school-going age. Central to the program is a framework within which training is offered to educators in identifying a child in stress and dealing with the problems through a range of interventions, from referrals for treatment to counseling and the offer of support and guidance by caregivers. Those schools enlisted in the program are recognizable not only by the pride they take in their premises, but also in their vegetable gardens and food kitchens. They know that hunger is one of the greatest barriers to learning, and that a feeding scheme is not only a strong incentive for school attendance in poverty-stricken areas, but also the best way to combat disease and improve performance in the classroom.
Most of the homes in the area don't have food at home, so the children appreciate to eat at school. When we're having the second meal, the children concentrate in their schoolwork. Performance has gone up. We have good results.
You can see the children, they've really changed, because most of them had their skin problems due to lack of the nutritious food.
One of the most noteworthy achievements of the program is the way it is changing teachers' attitudes towards their work.
If you encounter that problem, you come to me, you tell me.
I used to focus on imparting knowledge, not taking into consideration much about the factors that surrounds the child. But then now it's like my eyes have been opened into a reality.
Okay, yes. Now that you have reported this issue, it will remain with me. I'm not going to tell anybody this. In the past, I would say, if maybe children come to me crying, I don't know where to start, you see. But this, because I've been trained myself, now I cope with the situation that these children are in.
It is also empowering teachers to think creatively about ways of improving the school environment.
Apart from the tuck shop that we are seeing here, we have the layers that side, the poultry, and then we are building a piggery. And then apart from that, we have the maize field, where we expect not less than 200 by 50 kg bags of maize. And then we are looking at the vegetable garden. We have the school support team, the SST, and we also have the PTA, which is Parents Teachers Association. When we call for labor, they come in. Like you can see, we ask them to bring material. So the community is really hardworking.
This area is stricken by drought. Through this program, we're able to make a borehole down there, and also have encouraged the school to buy as many water tanks as possible, as you can see around. Now children are getting water.
This new spirit of proactivity is extending through into the communities themselves, who are now not only staffing the food kitchens, but serving on school support teams, parent-teacher associations, and in Zambia, banding together to build classrooms in UNICEF-funded projects. In non-government funded schools in this country, they are even volunteering their services as teachers.
I volunteered. I dared to be a teacher. I felt pity with so many people not going to school. So I decided to help them.
Community members are also reaching out to help each other by serving as caregivers within the framework of the program. And school children are beginning to play an active role in helping each other.
The children themselves are, in fact, even the best messengers for centers of care and support. That's what I've seen myself.
Through the program, they are being encouraged to form discussion groups, as well as clubs, and also to help their peers through dramatic reenactments of shared social problems. It is this collective coming together of educators, learners, and the wider community that is the hallmark of the success of the program. Its record of success, even at this early stage, and the urgency to implement it in as many schools as possible is summed up by Foster Kayumba of Zambia's Ministry of Education.
Our wish, I think, is to provide this program countrywide, because the challenges that are there in the provinces, in the other provinces, they are not waiting for us. Children are dropping out, children are affected psychologically and so forth. And so it may not be good for us just to be in two places. I would rather we really extended our tentacles and then covered the whole country.
The way in which the program is changing the lives of so many children for the better is cause for celebration. Teachers, students, and communities are beginning to see each other differently. And the school environment is now being seen as a nurturing one, where children are being given a greater opportunity to reach their full potential.